Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to the Friday Night Chop Session with Stormy B Man for this Friday, May 1st, 2026. This is number 218 in the series of Friday Night Chop Sessions. I have kind of taken a step back from it because we had so much going on, and there are certain aspects of the sport that are continuous. And from time to time, I do need a break, but I'll tell you this, even going through my current plight, I'm here to deliver. We got a weekend chock full of boxing. We got boxing going on right now as we speak. And we are here to talk about it all. The month of May is ripe with boxing, you guys. We got so much going on this month. I know I won't be able to see everything, but it's going to be joyous to be able to have that accessibility because we asked for this and it is being delivered in more ways than we can count. So this is where we find ourselves with the sport of boxing presently, and they are working it out. I want to say welcome to everybody out there. Listen, I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready and strapped down for the weekend to tighten that seatbelt for fights that are on. We got fights going on right now on ProBox TV. And let me just say that ProBox is kind of doing their thing as well, they're getting it in, And the fight card that's going on right now is a fight that's featuring the young man, Erdenabat, taking on Breedy as the main event. Let me just say that Erdenabat, if you guys don't remember him, he's the one that supposedly was sparring with Ryan Garcia that hurt Ryan's ribs when he was preparing to fight Gervonta Tank Davis a couple years back. So he's the one that says, Ryan, are you okay? When he said it on social media, everybody found it funny. But listen, that's what's going on, man. This evening on ProBox TV. The fight card started roughly around 6 p.m. Central Time. And right now, they got a fight going on. They're in the 6th round of an 8-rounder, Whitmire against Sanchez. Whitmire has been in there pounding on Sanchez like he's a chop of meat from that chop shop that Rocky used to work in. Yeah! So, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm coming around still, got this knee issue going on, but hey, man, I'm excited because we got a lot of boxing on the horizon, man, a lot. So we got LPRN out there over on the Rumble app, along with EJ. What's going on with you, brothers? We got some more people out there peeping through the blinds in the bushes, but they don't want to say anything right now because, they got one eye maybe, on what I'm saying and the rest of everything else dialed into Pornhub. You know how they do that kind of stuff, man. So it's okay. Keep your keys on your phone and your keyboard, laptop, and PC, all that. Keep them clean, Don't get the keys all sticky and everything. That foul fifth foreign that you guys are introducing yourself to on a daily basis out there, ruining yourselves. But anyway, we got this fight going on tomorrow morning, you guys. Early. If you didn't know the time, I'm going to drop it to you. Naoya Inoue is taking on Junto Nakatani for that undisputed super bantamweight title. That'll be around 5:40 a.m. and it'll be on the Zone. Broadcast from Tokyo, Japan, the Tokyo Dome, I believe. And that is a top fight for the super bantamweight division, where you have the undisputed titleist Inoue taking on what on paper appears to be the bantamweight champion Junto, the best contending fighter that Inoue may face, or maybe not. Because if he's able to do to Junto what he's done to everyone else, that just simply means that Naoe has really proven himself to be the monster, at super bantamweight. And later in the day, in the afternoon, shall we say, we got Connor Walker taking on Sam Eggington. And that's going to be from Wolverhampton, UK. Yeah, you guys, see, this is global, man. These guys will be on DAZN as well. So be looking for it. Del Riv, I see you out there, brother. Aladdin Saddam, what's going on with you? So just know we got that going on. And then later in the evening, we got the Mexican monster, taking on Zurdo Ramirez, the man who holds the unified cruiserweight title. This is a fight that is highly anticipated. There's been a lot of promotion for it this week, a lot of banter back and forth. And David Benavidez says he's coming to knock Zurdo out. And Zurdo says, we'll see. Yeah. So we got a lot going on this weekend, you guys. Yeah. And DAZN has on Sunday morning, the 3rd, they have another card from the UK where Yasser Al-Ghena is taking on Bradley Townsend. See, that's a fight that some of you may not know that exists. But again, DAZN is now the full boxing network where they will be carrying the bulk load of boxing. Probably 80 to 90% of the boxing is going to be on DAZN. So, yeah, that's just getting us into this weekend. And we could talk about each and every one of those cards that I just mentioned as we get through this show. I'm not so certain how long I'll keep you guys this evening. I don't know if I'll go the full 2 hours, but we'll talk about some things here and possibly test the waters of where your attentions may lie as we get through this weekend of boxing. But all together, it's going to be a bang-up weekend. And again, like I said, Pro Box is kicking it off presently right now. And we're getting into the 8th and the final round of this match where we've got the young David Whitmire taking on Jose Luis Sanchez. These guys are welterweights. And it looks like Sanchez has been taking the blunt of a butt whooping this evening, unfortunately. He entered the fight with a record of 14-6 with 2 draws, and Whitmire came in 11-0. So he was definitely the guy that was the opponent this evening. And at the age of 33, he's probably seen his best days at boxing. Whitmire happens to be only 21, but he's a tall 5'11" with a 73-inch reach to Sanchez being only 5'7". So as they enter this 8th and final round, they come out and Sanchez is trying to go straight forward at him, and Whitmire is meeting him with punches all over his dome. And as we could see when they were working on Sanchez between rounds, he's got cuts around the left eye and he's been pretty much taking a pounding, but he's showing some heart. it's very unfortunate when guys are forced into this type of situation where they get beat up like this to earn a dollar. That's a hard way to make money, man. It's a hard way to make money. That's why, you have to have a certain semblance of respect for these fighters and what they do, because everybody, you know, can't be a rocket scientist, huh? So for your entertainment and for their income, this is what they're left with. Yeah. I hope you guys have had a great week, as I said, because it's been a long week for myself. Listen, man, there's always something going on. You know what I mean? I took a spill early in the week, hurt my knee, and I've been walking around with a knee brace on, going to get it looked at by the doctor. They're going to tell me, what's going on, and we'll take it from there. Some of you been sitting around like a bump on a log, ain't been doing nothing but peeping through the blinds in the bushes, huh? And that's, if that be your fate, that be your fate. But you should get up off of your laurels, huh, and start contributing something to society other than passing gas, huh, and leaving skid marks in underwear. You got to do more than that in life, man. You got to do more. You got to apply yourself, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I had taken a message down to look at this month of matchups, starting with tonight. We got this fight on Pro Box, but tomorrow you got the Inoue versus Nakatani fight, the Benavidez versus Ramirez fight. On the undercard of Benavidez and Ramirez, you got the Resendez versus Munguia fight, huh? We're talking about some heat, you guys. Then on the 9th, next weekend, we got Fabio Wardley taking on Daniel Dubois. The heavyweights will be getting it on out of the UK. Listen. Then on the 16th, you'll have Keyshawn Davis facing Nair Albright in a second fight, a rematch. Why? I don't know, but they're having it. On the 23rd, you will have the heavyweights back in there. The ring and WBC heavyweight titles will be on the line as Alexander Usyk takes on Rico Verhoeven Van Dam, the kickboxer. And we'll see how that goes, because Usyk don't want no problems with real heavyweights, huh? He's rather go get a two-sport guy. There's similar things that like Fury has done and AJ has done, taking these guys so that they can maintain some type of level of you keep that status, but you're not facing your contemporaries. So don't be fooled. Usyk has joined that club, and he's even allowed AJ to join his camp, where he's over there learning from him. Like Usyk is Mr. Miyagi or something, and AJ has taken up that mantle that Joseph Parker took up with Tyson Fury. If you can't beat him, let me go stroke him off and blow him and join him. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, punk. Anyway, then on May 23rd this month, we got Hamza Shiraz returning to the ring for the WBO super middleweight title against Alim Bebic. And of course, that's an angled fight so that Shiraz can get a chance to become a world titleist. You see how they navigated him around guys like Diego Pacheco and Christian Mbili and Lester Martinez and all of that. You see, you got to see the play, people. You got to see the play. Just because he beat up Edgar Berlanga doesn't mean that Shiraz is all that in a bag of chips, because they stole a decision from him when he faced Carlos Adames. They thought he was going to go in there and just go through Adames, but Adames fought one of the best fights of his career, and they called it a draw. And of course, a draw means that the WBC titleist, Adames, keeps his title. But guess what he did? He whooped Shiraz. Oh, they tried to say his hand was hurt, his pride was hurt, huh? Because they had built him up and told him, you're the man, you're gonna have this, huh? Turkey couldn't deliver, huh? Yeah, but they're gonna get it right this time, because they bringing him in against a guy that don't nobody even know, Aleem Bebic. What the hell? Anyway, then on the 23rd also, we got that junior bantamweight sensation and women's fighter of the year, Mizuki Hirata, as she takes on Mai Soliman. And let me tell you something about Hirata. She is a firecracker of a fighter down there at bantamweight, man. She is down there, junior bantamweight, allow me to correct myself. She is down there beating women up, y'all. And she comes in looking like one of those Paquicho characters or something out of the anime. But she gets in that ring with her hair dyed all these colors. I guess that's kind of like hood for Japan, huh? When they go all into the hip hop stuff and everything. But she gets in there and she lays them beams upside them young ladies' heads down there. That's why she had Fighter of the Year. And I think she fought the most times of the year as a champion. Yeah. And she's got the ring and WBO junior bantamweight title. Yeah. And then also May 30th, we will see the return to the ring of Ring Magazine WBA IBF light heavyweight titleist Dmitry Bivol, the god of Canelo. Yeah. As he returns against Michael Eifert. And of course, that's a soft touch of sorts for Bivol to come back, because, you know, he supposedly had back surgery, which backed him out of a third fight with Artur Beterbiev, huh? And so he's fighting this guy to resurrect, to see if he can still get in there and do his thing. Once you have back surgery, you got to be careful, because sometimes the back doesn't listen to the rest of you, huh? You got to be careful when you have them back surgeries. Also on May 30th, we'll see Oshaki Ice Water Foster taking on Raymond Ford, huh? The Gremlin. Raymond Ford, the guy who needs a set of clippers so bad, I wish I could send some landscapers to mow that lawn of a head of his, because the boy don't know what a pick or a comb is, huh? So, you know, I'm already disgusted with Raymond Ford because he don't comb his hair. Yeah, what is up with that? This is not buckwheat season, huh? Get you a barber, man, and trim that shit up. What are you doing? I don't know. I just can't get with it. And also on May 30th, the return to the ring of the real deal, Amanda Serrano, as she takes on Cayenne Hansen for her ring, WBA, and WBO featherweight titles. So that rounds out the month of May, you guys, where we see all these major fights packed into these 30 days, huh? Yeah. I can't wait, you guys. I can't wait. This is just exciting to see the boxing world with fights across the globe, across the divisions, and across the genders, huh? Isn't that wonderful? That's wonderful, you guys. Salute to my brother EJ out there with that Rumble rant. He says, for the chop session, Sensei, Pro Box got the power and the fury of the Ninja Sword, a phenomenal night for boxing. Jordan Roach was a phenomenal fight on ProBox, who the next sucker getting that F plus? Well, there's plenty of F pluses to go around, EJ. You know, I keep a bag full of them, huh? Like some of y'all keep a bag of snacks. You know what I mean? Because some people just can't get through life without failing, huh? And if they would put more effort in, the F would be placed in a different place. You understand? But they don't, and they won't. So it's F plus. Yeah. Salute to Universal Truth out there also with the Rumble rant. He says, salute, Sensei. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate your Rumble rant. I appreciate all of that support from you guys, man. And I know you could be doing something a little different on a Friday night instead of listening to Stormybman. But you know, I'm here to do my thing. Just like you guys are interested, I'm right here to deliver for you, huh? Because you don't hear nobody talking about what I'm talking about. Nope. I just gave you a rundown of what's ahead in the month. And we're going to get specific on these bouts that I've mentioned thus far for this weekend. Now, special note to those out there listening, huh? I want you guys to understand I'm going to give you a moment, if you're not on Rumble, to follow me on Rumble, huh? Because we are going to shut down here on YouTube and take our skills over to Rumble, where we can feel a little freer, huh? Let our hair down, so to speak, you know, and just deliver a different type of a broadcast where we are really appreciated, huh? Because, you know, they don't appreciate Stormybman over here. They just don't. They don't. So I got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? And what I got to do is take it on over there. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to go ahead over there on Rumble. Huh? Give Stormy a follow over there. And know that we're going to turn the lights out at YT. Yeah, turn the lights out. Because this is how we do it. Mm-hmm. So you can click that link right there that I dropped in there for you guys. And I will give you a moment to do your thing as I get ready to do mine.